Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Pranita Rao and I am here to talk about how art helps sensitive people. First of all, let's talk about sensitivity and touch base upon it. So, what does it mean to be sensitive, right? So, I have covered sensitivity as a topic in my blogs, on my website. The link for that is in the description. I've also spoken about sensitivity multiple times on my YouTube channel. So, if you'd like detailed educational content about it, you can definitely check out the other videos as well. But coming back to sensitivity, what does it mean? Have you ever looked at a painting and felt as though at the beginning you were looking at it and looked absolutely marvelous, but within minutes you started feeling as though there were emotions of different sorts creeping within you? Have you ever gone to a gallery and seen different artworks? And at the beginning of the gallery visit, you were really pepped up about it. You were so sort of happy and excited. But in some time, you might have felt so overwhelmed with emotions of different sorts, almost like your head spinning as thinking about the various artists and the art forms, and the colors and the brushstrokes, and what they could mean and what those stories are. You see, I am a highly sensitive person and an artist, and I know how it feels to perceive the world way more deeply than others. And that is because when we are sensitive, we are more aware and perceptive of everything that is under the umbrella of emotions, energy, and thoughts. So, my dear friend, if you are somebody who is sensitive or inclines towards being highly sensitive, you might want to know that you're not alone and that feeling deeply is a gift, and feeling deeply and sensing deeply is a gift that must be cherished. Also, if you're an artist, it's a beautiful journey to sort of witness a person go from learning art to practicing art to displaying their art, right? But we have to focus on what art does to sensitivity as well, especially if you are somebody who is bothered by the amount of information that is bombarded upon us from time to time, whether it is energetically, whether it is uh, through emotions, through information just on social media or the work that we do, etc. It's very important to not just use art as a way to express ourselves, but also to use art to cope with the overstimulating world around us. Because as sensitive and highly sensitive people, we have the tendency to pick up on different emotions, thoughts, ideas that are not primarily ours. And when we do that, we are just overstimulating and overloading our nervous system and energy bodies with extra information that we don't need. And if we carry all of that within us, chances are that we will feel like a balloon, when there is too much air inside a balloon and it almost looks like it's going to burst. And I have felt that many times. And when we don't set energetic boundaries, emotional boundaries, especially if you're somebody who is deeply compassionate towards the world, uh, you might find yourself being constantly having to tend to others' emotions rather than yours. And you wouldn't want that, would you? I wouldn't, at least. Uh, yes, so if you are somebody who is beautifully sensitive and experiences the world differently, I advise you and encourage you to practice art and to also learn about your sensitivity and to learn about setting boundaries. Now, let's talk about how art has influenced me and many other artists around the world to regulate their emotions. For me, if, for example, in 2022, I discovered that I was highly sensitive and I began learning about my high sensitivity. I started educating myself, taking different courses Also trained to become a coach for highly sensitive people. I also take angelic Reiki sessions for highly sensitive and sensitive people to help them with their energy and their emotions. Now, despite learning various techniques and going through different spiritual paths, I found that art had a beautiful way of helping me process and regulate my unexpressed, repressed emotions and even trauma. And I found that I was able to communicate with my angels, my guides, my higher self, my intuition way better through art than I would through other ways. And that's why I believe in art so much. And I am extremely assured that there are many, many, many gifted people around the world who perceive the world differently but through art. Um, and I wouldn't be surprised if you're watching this video and you are somebody who has special gifts that are related to art, your intuition, your psychic skills, your emotional skills, your emotional intelligence. And I wouldn't be surprised if you already can use these gifts unconsciously, even. And a way to test that is to think about all the experiences with creativity that you've had, and if you've had sudden moments of realization or sudden moments of knowing about something while you are being creative. That's your cue, my friend, that you do have a gift related to creativity or art. And there are other artists around the world who have been known to be highly sensitive and have benefited from practicing art. For example, Vincent van Gogh, the famous painter, who's no more, of course, but he is rumored to be highly sensitive. Also, there are many other highly sensitive people who are writers, painters, musicians, who experience the world differently, but through their creativity, they process their highly sensitive or sensitive experiences. So, why am I speaking about this, right? Like, why is this important to you? Why should you sort of stop and listen to what I have to say? And that's a valid question. My answer to that question would be because a few years ago, I was extremely challenged by the amount of energy, emotions that were bombarded towards me. I was absolutely, ridiculously out of control in regards to guarding my energy, guarding my emotions, setting boundaries. And then I learned why. I learned the reason for my overwhelm. I learned the reason for my brain fog. I learned the reason for my feeling of lost or feeling stuck in life. I learned the reason for having a severe degree of sort of trauma in my life and experiences that led to a lot of isolation, lack of love, and a lot of loss. And what I found out in my quest to understanding my life experiences that I was highly sensitive. I still am highly sensitive. And highly sensitive people are extremely gifted, but because they don't know about their gifts, they don't know how to manage them until they learn about them. And when you don't know about your gifts or don't know how to manage your gifts, life can be hard. Life can be challenging, demanding, harsh, and people around you can be challenging, demanding, harsh. Which is why I coach highly sensitive and sensitive people to learn about their gifts through art, but also through Reiki and through angelic healing, and teach them ways to cope with their sensitivity, and understand, truly understand their gifts so that they can move from a place of self neglect to self love gradually, but definitely. If you are somebody who resonates with this message and you feel as though you are eager to transform your life and extremely committed to invest your time, energy, money, self belief in yourself, in me, and a process of transformation, I would like to invite you for a 30-minute free clarity call with me to discuss your challenges around sensitivity, high sensitivity, and also discuss how art or Reiki can support you in your journey. Please know that it is absolutely a beautiful experience to be highly sensitive and sensitive. It's just that until and unless you don't identify what's your gift, how it works, and what's it here for, you will always feel as though you're challenged by it and not supported by it. So, my friend, this is me encouraging you to trust yourself, believe in yourself, and embrace your beautiful sensitive gifts. I hope this video was helpful, and if you did find it helpful, please do like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel. It vastly helps me to grow the channel so that my message can reach people around the world, and I would love it if you can assist me in doing so. Also, please drop a comment about how you found this video, if you resonated with even a small part of the video, even if it was a few seconds, a thought, an idea that came to you. Please share it with me and the world. I'd love to know. I'd love to engage with you. And if you feel connected with me or my message, if you feel as though you'd like to work with me, you can book the call, free clarity call, using the link in the description. You can also visit my websites to know more about the work I do. I also blog regularly, so you can learn more through my blog. It's free if you need time to make a decision. And you can definitely stay in touch with me through YouTube and Instagram. I hope that you are not triggered by this video, because that is not the aim. But I do understand that learning about sensitivity can be triggering and challenging, which is why I am learning ways to make this process more lighter and hopefully more playful. Wish me luck for that. But more on that later. Thank you again, and I hope you have a good night. Bye.